All right, we got it. All right, here we go. Like I said, Thomas, I'm going to keep it civil. How's it going, Thomas? Or to Thomas? You there? Yeah, I can hear you now. I kind of figured you was having issues. Yeah, so my first question is, do you believe people can change? Do you believe that people can change? Most people? All right. There are several videos that have been given by the trolls from the very trolls that you have actually indulged in several nights ago. With that, these videos are dated all the way back to 2019, and still to this very day being used against me. My question is why? The internet never forgets, but these videos here that are being used are nothing more than show. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Okay. The man in the wheelchair that you are defending bullies and body shames plus size women. He has also went on the attack of children. Hold on, listen. He has also went on the attack of children. He bullies the disabled. He makes fun of those who have Down syndrome. Now, my question is, does him being handicapped give him the right to do that? Sorry, come on. It's just me and you. It's just me and you up here on the panel. Own up. I can tell. Hold on. Listen. You're raising your voice. Listen. I can tell. I can tell that you're not being honest. No, because you and Sean has been on the attack of my accounts since since we got off the whole VC. No, not with your faces. With fake accounts, stock accounts, every now and then you will have a video on there of your faces, yes. But these videos here, we can tie to your phone because we already have people who actually backtrack these videos and gain the access to the IPs that were used. So I am basically giving you the chance to own up to your transgressions because I want to. Okay. these these accounts. Hold on a minute. Now let me bring this situation up. Amanda has already owned up to her end when it comes down to being behind one of the don't like it too bad accounts. Everybody, a part of the Balmorian family, were behind the accounts. Yes, because you all came on the attack. No, hold on. Listen. Hey, I've seen people do worse. You all came on the attack of me back in the day, and you lied about not being associated to White Goat. You sit there and lied straight up saying that you tried to get them to stop attacking me. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because I was actually dealing with you via videos back and forth. You did not stop. No, you came on the attack of me, and I've been on self defense. I have been on self defense. You want to run with troll content accusing me of being this and being that when you know damn well I'm none of those things. There is no evidence that shows that I physically victimized a child. There is no physical proof that I victimized physically a child, nor have I ever attacked a child. So try again. Come on. I've already admitted to that, and I've owned up. I already owned up to that. I have never once denied that. But saying or doing are two different things, bud. And the guy that I said it to also said that he deserved to have his kids raped up the butt. So what about that situation? Yeah, because you don't investigate. You go by hearsay. You go by hearsay. You go by one-sided content, bud. So I'm going to tell you this right now. If you do not, hold up. No, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm trying to be civil, and you continue on trying to lie your fucking ass off. So I'm going to tell you this right now, as God is my witness. If you don't back off of everybody that I care about, I'm going to take you out myself personally when it comes down to TikTok. I have taken out a lot of individuals on that account and on that platform, and I have no problems whatsoever to take you and Shauna out myself personally. You now have a beef with me. Now, if you want to, we can work this out civilly by you owning up and being honest for once. If you cannot be honest and take on the responsibility for your own actions, then we're done here. No, you came out first. You came out first. Oh, good, 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 good. Give me a reason to strike you down. Give me a reason to strike you down, because as soon as it goes up on there, I'll be able to take care of it. I'm not playing your mind games, Thomas. I'm not playing your mind games. I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to be civil, and you're lying your fucking ass off, and because you're fucking lying your ass off. I'm not making threats. I'm making promises. Threats are empty. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Anybody else? I'm not making threats. Let's take the accounts. Who's that? Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, okay, Thomas, hold on a minute. That first name, I know that. I know that. Listen, who was that first name? Christy what? Salazar? Is that what you said? Yeah, I know that one. Oh, she is not my old friend. Trust me on that one. You got black and whites to prove that? Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is, if you had that citation, we'd be able to use that because Ashley's been doing. Okay, okay. Oh, she admitted to it. Okay. Hey, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, right. Now there were several instances when it came down to Shauna. Shauna attacked my fiance, body shamed my fiance. I'm going to say this to you right now. I apologize for the tone. I apologize for coming at you the way I did. I'm just trying to figure out the situation because there's a lot of people getting hurt. And okay, so which account, right? Can you remember which account it was that actually used your mother? All right, give me a minute. Okay, so ask him. Okay, somebody wants me to ask you about the sex. I'm not for sure what they mean by that. Uh, Someone asked me because they're watching the live, so they're not commenting in the live chat. They're commenting outside. They want to know. They want me to ask you about the sex. Not for sure what they mean by that. About the sex? No, I know that. I'm just trying to figure out what this person means by that. Ask him about the sex. I'm trying to. Oh, D. Okay, got you. It was a typo. My bad. Okay, there's an account that has two videos up that mentions Savvy, whoever Savvy is. Stop. On the video, it says, "Stop letting Raven and Q and K take advantage of you. Know your worth. You are so much better than this." And that was posted on an account that's a bunch of letters: ABA, JAB, QK. Let me download this to see if you can recognize this account, and I'll pop it up on the overlay. You can see the screen, right? Whoa, what? Are you talking about me? Oh, okay, okay. I was like, wait a minute. What? Okay, I was just making sure. Can you see the screen? This account right here. Okay, they want to know. Okay, that's the first account. Let me get the other one. One sec. No, it's the same account. Okay, apparently they attempted to dox Raven. Says, "Hey Raven," and I'm not going to say the name they used. Thought you were done with Q and K. They made you want to unalive. You doxed Queen's name and address to people. You talked so awful about everyone in that group. You said you were terrified. Guess not. Reminds me of when you lied and said there was am actual investigation on Daphne. Okay, that's what they wanted me to ask you. So I'm just trying to squash. I understand that a lot of this has to do with you and Amanda, and I for one believe that everybody else should be left alone. I mean, this is a legal matter that should be taken away from public forum and done privately in the court sense. Well, from what I have seen, I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm just going by what I've seen on your end. I have seen multiple accounts of you actually going on the attack of Amanda while rubbing the RO in her face. Not that old. Yeah, that's not that old. Right. After it got after it got approved, you was still running with it saying that you got it. It went through. Well, I get your point, but at the same time, you can't cry victim when you're actually going at the person that victimized you to begin with. I mean, logic, it makes sense. Because if you're fighting back, then I'm not dissing you or anything else. I'm just speaking facts. If you're fighting back against the initial person that you claim to be victimized by, that really shows that you have no fear whatsoever that warrants that RO. mean, obviously, you got the RO put against her. Why not just stay away from her? Why not? Yeah, well, you can fix that situation by getting the law involved if you have an RO. Well, then why don't you get the law involved? Okay, why are you still on the defensive? Why are you still reacting? This is between me and Thomas. Okay. Okay, so like I said, instead of acknowledging her, instead of because you do have an active RO against her, and if you do, then you should not be. You should ignore her. Don't have any contact. I mean, if she runs your name, slanders you, fine. You know, take Okay, okay. So if we're going to go on dates, let's talk about the bloodline chat. A lot was said in that bloodline chat that was recent. But Shauna, you was feeding her false information. Exactly. So she was in a way still trolling. In a way, yes. I get what you say. Yeah, I get what you say. Yeah. No, not really. If a, no. So at this point, I'm just trying to figure out because the attacks on me didn't start after I left the VC with y'all. And it was right after I refused to look into the whole revenge porn. Obviously, I had my reasons, but after that, that's when the attacks started on me. Yeah. So my question is, even though I was being civil and pretty much did the right thing and ended the conversation before it got way overheated, like it just did not too long ago. My bad. But you went on the attack. And then after that, everybody else around me started getting attacked. And then all of a sudden, we find you on the troll side of YouTube, indulging in all the trolling activity. That's what I'm saying. No, no. Okay, well, when you went up on his panel, you indulged in all the trolling activity that they were currently involved in. And I'm trying to figure out, because all this stems. Here's my situation. All of this stems from the fact that I refused to look into the revenge porn. And you even made a video stating that fact. So let me ask you this. So that warrants the attack on me because I'm associated with certain people you don't like? When it comes down, you do understand that when it comes down to revenge porn, that's a legal matter. That's way above my expertise. All right, I get I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but you got to understand my position. When it comes down to revenge porn, that has to be dealt with legally because that is highly illegal. It's a federal crime. Therefore, it is not my position to get involved in that situation. That has to go to the proper authorities. So I'm not going to get involved in person where somebody's has been exposed to the world. That right there, that's a legal matter. That has to be dealt with proper authorities. You see what I'm saying? And by me refusing to take the case, I was well in my means to do so. But in the process of me denying it, I get attacked. So ever since then, I've been on the defense. That's why I wanted to do this stream. I wanted to, have a civil. I mean, it didn't start out civil, and like I said, that's my bad. But as you can see, I would manage to calm the situation down, and calm myself down. Yeah, I don't know much about that situation. I just know, I've seen the ceremony, and okay, okay. Let me tell you how that situation works. Okay, when it comes down to being married, and you're coming in from another state or another country, in order to be able to be or receive the what they call it the green card, based on marriage, you have to show legal proof and prove that you are legally married to someone in the United States before you can even enter in the United States and claim the green card. I'm just confused about the whole ordeal because he said, I'm not trying to argue. I'm just going by what he said. He said he came into the United States under the assumption that he was married. That's where all the confusion came in. And how long you been in the U.S.? 2 years. Okay. I actually got one. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. Okay. So, just real quick, since I figured out Danny Hamilton is, um, okay, in the screenshots, from what I was seeing, Danielle was telling her side of what she knows about you. And then in the midst of it, Shauna was telling her side, in which I already knew you both were playing that live chat or that chat group anyways. And I told Nene that when I was first brought the situation because I was able to tell. But during that conversation, Dan Danielle did not mention anything about leaving you until after Shauna mentioned that, what happened to Danielle also happened to her. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what led to you and Shauna playing mind games with that bloodline chat. What initially led up to that point? Okay, okay, so we got that part. All right, so you joined when information was shared out of that group. Okay, I got that. But you sit there and said that, Danielle was telling her to leave you and everything else, and she was slandering you. But what I'm gathering from that screenshot was Shauna was actually playing it off like she was an actual victim of domestic violence. And that's when Danielle actually stepped in and said herself that she feels that it'd be necessary for her to leave you. So that happened after Shauna actually mentioned that. Well, I've seen the conversation. I mean, if you want, I can pull up the chat right now. Tell you. Well, I get that. That's what I'm not saying you wasn't. I'm just saying that Danielle did not mention anything about leaving you until after Shauna put that she was a victim of domestic violence. You see where you see where my dilemma is, right? Where the confusion is, because early on, during our civil conversation, after everything calmed down, and like I said, I do apologize for that little blow up. I was already frustrated anyways with Madman. He was in the back and he was triggering the crap out of me. But anyways, it's no excuse. You sit there and said that you came into that chat and you said that she was telling Shauna to leave you, in which you felt that wasn't right for her to do. And I'm like, okay, I understood your point. But then I remembered the chat and I'm looking, I'm actually visualizing the chat. and I'm seeing the conversation, and Danielle didn't mention anything about leaving you until after Shauna said what she said. So you can't blame her for actually showing some compassion when it comes down to Shauna's safety. No, but that's the two sides right there. That's what I'm saying. That's the two sides. She was looking out for the safety of Shauna, the well being of Shauna, when Shauna said that she was being victimized by you. So she was giving her some advice that would possibly save her life. So she was looking out for the best interest of Shauna. Now you can't sit there and say, this is her fault because she said, she told Shauna to leave me. No, she said that because of that little game you all played. She said that in the process of Shauna actually stating that she was being victimized by you. Well, I don't know anything about that situation. I'll look into that. Well, I'm not. Well, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know about that situation. I only know what I've been shown, and I'm seeing both sides. I mean, you no, I was shown the whole truth when it came down to Danielle, you, and Shauna, because you just admitted that you was there with Shauna playing that game with that chat, in which Nene was a part of that chat as well. After all, it was Nene that brought it to my attention that Shauna was in the group, and when I looked at that, I said, "You're being played." And you can ask Nene about that too, because I told Nene. Okay, well, let me ask you this question: does two wrongs make a right? No, no, straight up. No, that's not. It's just making the situation worse. Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs make a wrong. At this point, somebody's going to have to adult up and walk away. Instead, you choose to go into a bloodline chat with Nene in there, playing the whole scene, playing everybody a part of that chat, and playing a victim when you wasn't even really victimized. So basically, crying wolf, and which could actually gotten a lot more serious if somebody actually notified the police department of the said abuse. Because Shauna was actually, still to, technically together with you, in which she still is with you. So at this point, anybody who's seen that conversation would have actually turned that over to the proper authorities. But still, you don't need that heat. I mean, you're here. Yeah, Shauna also did say that you was trying to kill yourself. I seen that. I mean, there's a lot of situations that are not looking, that's, but you used it as a means to play mind games with them. I don't even use my depression to play mind games with you. You just told me. Did you or did you not tell me that you was there working the scene? You seen everything. You seen everything that Shauna was typing. I mean, what story? Where's the story fit in? It was real, but you used it as a means to play the chat. We got this. We got the citation to prove it. Well, when it comes down to that situation, I like I said, it could have been handled differently. So therefore, two wrongs don't make it right. No, I actually got the citation. I'll pull it up here in a few. Because he just admitted to working the bloodline chat, and now all of a sudden he's dancing away from it. So well, I can actually say this though. For the sorry, you're roboting out a little bit. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. You just said you had scars. Now you're saying you don't have scars. Which is it? Okay, got you. Got you. All right, it's all right. Yeah, I went back to see if I can get that screenshot, but it started lagging everything else. So uh, hang on a minute. Alex, your device didn't connect. You might have to pop down and jump back up.